China is fully prepared to fight to the very end because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. And if the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years.
When you hear Donald Trump say China wants a deal, it just doesn't know how to go about it. They're proud people. J.D. Vance talks about Chinese peasants. What do you make of their conduct in this respect?
If J.D. Vance thinks that he's dealing with the peasants in China, and I'm proud to be a descendant of the peasants, most of us are descendants of the peasants anyway, that's our tradition. We are farmers before, but now we are one of the leading industrialized economies in the world. So I'm sorry, J.D. Vance doesn't know what he's talking about. And therefore, I don't think there will be China-US dialogue unless the United States changes its attitude towards China. Deal with China as it is, show respect to China, show respect to the Chinese people, and don't try to impose your prejudice and biased view about China or about the rest of the world.
What? China is done playing nice. Like, after getting hit with all these tariffs, China is firing back. Like, they are calling out and exposing big brands. Jeez, from fashion to beauty, no brand is safe. Like, this is more than politics. Like, this has become personal. I'm telling you, this is bigger than fake bags. This is not even fake bags. This is about power. This is about pride. Like, they are flipping the scripts. They are like, now we are going to clap back. Like, this is crazy. And if you don't get what I'm saying, just listen to all the scripts and this video. And I'll give you a backstory at the end of the video.
Your made in Italy Gucci 80% come from Chinese factory. They just add the logo in Europe to make you pay the price of 10 times. Close your eyes. If your hammer says made in China, does it feel cheaper? No, that's not quality issue. It's luxury brand washing. Fun fact, the hand stitching your product, 42% are Chinese artisans. We don't do cheap, we do underrated luxury. Why pay 2,000 Europe for Parisian air? Same leather, same craft, just without the European fairy tale facts. Be a luxury rebel, you can shop on Chinese platforms such as Taobao, 1688, Tianmao, Jingdong. You can even go directly to Guangzhou, Yiwu, Quanzhou, Wenzhou to buy.
I will tell you 30 luxury brands. Some of their products are made in China. Ralph Lauren, Armani, Nike, Dior, Lululemon, Apple, Michael Kors, Coach, Calvin Klein, Prada, Celine, Swarovski, Adidas, The North Face, Rimowa, Levi's, Burberry, Versace, Chanel, Cartier, Ferragamo, Timberland, Yves Saint Laurent, Victoria's Secret, Puma, Uniqlo, Disney, Max Mara, Givenchy. The producing cost is only 1/10 of its price. Can you believe it?
So now we know why America really didn't want us to see what they was doing over in China. And if you don't know, click the search bar and see how China just exposed America. That designer that you've been spending your money on, $200, $300, $400, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, all of your hard-earned money basically been going to knockoffs, if that's what y'all want to call them. Canal Street specials, if I might say. China is basically saying that your favorite designer gets their bags, their clothes, their shoes made in China, not Italy. So when you thinking you getting the finest of threads, you getting them from China. And now China is saying that they got them for the low, like they been had them, but they just not keeping it secret no more. So what they're saying is that designer that we've been wearing, they've been making, and they make it for cheaper. And we might as well not buy that designer that we've been buying. It's kind of strange to me because a lot of people been losing their lives to get designer. It's a lot of people that lost their lives over designer. And you're telling me that China's been making it? All I can say is this trade war is exposing the real from the fake and the fake from the real, if that makes sense. I'm out.
FYP is full of these videos from China just sharing how they manufacture luxury goods and how they're trying to just go straight to the consumers now, and they don't even want to work with these brands, it seems like. I'm surprised more people didn't know that they'll, like, for example, if they're doing like a luxury bag, they'll probably make the majority of the bag in China, and then they'll ship it back to whatever country it is, and then in that country they'll either add some finishing touches or they'll add their logo or some sort of something, right? They'll add something, so that allows them to be able to write made in Italy or made in America. Not 100% made in America, and I'm surprised more people don't know that, but like the quality for China products are just as good. We always had this assumption that China goods are not good, but it's all propaganda at this point, and all I see right now is that China is going to keep growing and surpassing all the other countries. This is a long time coming because for a really long time, a lot of people looked down on China, but now more people are traveling to China and seeing the reality of the situation, which I think is amazing because the tides turn, I guess.
The Chinese takedown of luxury goods is wild right now because luxury goods are a huge source of soft power for the West. Soft power is power through things like culture, music, even language. Like US TV shows, that's a form of soft power, because it makes the US aspirational and desirable in some ways. So with luxury brands, Fendi, Prada, Gucci, these Birkins, it creates this aspiration for the West, or aspiration to be European in a way, showing that Europe is this gold standard of quality. But when China's revealing that 80% of anything you buy that's Gucci is made in China, that over 60% of anything that you buy from Prada is made in China, that the only difference is that they send it over to Europe and then they stitch on a made in France or made in Italy little label. It's the ultimate pulling the curtain on the wizard in the Wizard of Oz and showing that there actually is no real magic and power in the person who's controlling Oz. I think it's going to be really interesting because there is such a stigma of something that's made in China. There's this perception of lesser quality in the West, but when you reverse that paradigm, when you show that all these goods that you thought were better because they came from Italy or France or wherever, when actually, in actuality, it comes from China, you're forcing consumers to reckon with why they make choices. So if consumers are going to start questioning the perceived worth of luxury goods, consumers are going to then realize that luxury brands are just high markup middlemen. They're just peddling an idea of something versus an actual quality good. And you can just then cut them out and go to the source. And so I think what China is doing right now, by shifting this perception of soft power, by taking back soft power, by showing real power in infrastructure and manufacturing, we're going to see a real flip in a lot of things, whether it comes to labor market, whether it comes to manufacturing, whether it comes to who buys luxury goods and perception of luxury as well. And so I don't know, I'm just in it for the ride here.
So since Donald Trump did his little 1-2 with the tariffs or whatever, China has been exposing so many high-end luxury brands. Like, I've been watching so many videos on my FYP page, and I've been saving them too because, I don't know if this app would do its 1-2 and I won't be able to find them no more. But they're basically saying y'all paying hundreds of dollars for top and bottoms, and they're $5 to $6 over here. So why not cut out Lululemon and come shop with us direct? If y'all see me with 50 Lululemon sets, just know China put it on my butt, okay? Like, I'm about to have flavors. And two, like, I wasn't about to give that man no money. He racist, and he do not care for minorities at all. So why am I about to keep making him richer? And you basically said out loud you don't want us wearing your clothes. I'm gonna go to China.
So let me give you a backstory of this China and US tug of war. What is happening? What is happening and what has happened? So the US and China, they've been in a trade-off, talk of war since, like, let's say, I think 2018. The US started eating China with tariffs, especially extra taxes, imports, and all of that. They were claiming that China is playing unfair, you understand, and all of that. That China is undercutting American jobs. So they were saying that China is filling their economy with underpriced goods, cheap goods. Are you getting it? So China fired back with its own tariff. That was, yes, I think that was still in 2018, 2019-ish. Yes, so China fired back, and how they did that was that they now targeted the American farmers, and this now became a US-China trade war. Then fast forward to now. No. Fast forward to the Biden administration. Yes, this tariff and the law and all of that was still in check, but now they are updating and reviewing it for the Trump's administration. Are you getting me? So now they are reviewing it, and they are planning to increase. They might increase the tariffs. Do you understand? And this is going to be on these Chinese electric cars, the panels, tech, and all of that. That China is overproducing and selling these goods at super low prices. And let me tell you the truth, that this thing is going to affect regular customers, like we regular customers. It boils down to the customers, like we, the consumers, that will be affected. Do you get it? Because we are the one that is going to be paying the tariff. It's not government that is going to be paying it. If you look at it, because there will be extra taxes and all of that. Are we there? Are we there? Businesses now, for them to import, they'll pay higher tariff, they'll pay higher taxes and all of that. So this stuff affects our wallet. It affects your wallet, it affects my wallet. So it's not just politics, it's actually personal. So let's see how this will play out. Because the end result of this is going to let us know who will be in charge of the global economy in the next decade. This is like two bosses, you understand, logging heads together. So who's going to come out? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? We don't know. Celestia is going to play out. But oh my goodness, this is crazy. So is my hair made in China? I don't know. It is. This clothes made in China? I think it is. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, see you in my next video. Bye. And let me know what you think. Just comment below. Bye. Subscribe. Oh my love. Love you guys.